A federal judge in Washington agreed this week to allow more time for Anheuser-Busch to revise its efforts to take over the Mexican brewers of Corona and Corona Light. Texas State University and the San Marcos community are partnering together during this year's Greek Week to raise money and awareness for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. The Texas State tram system is the primary mode of transportation to and from the university for many students, but the recent construction on and around Texas State has left many students unhappy with its service. Omega Delta Phi has been hosting the Easter Extravaganza for 11 years. It's a free event that brings the community of San Marcos together and features an egg hunt, free food, and free entertainment for the community. Flyers are handed out at all the elementary schools in San Marcos and nearby communities, inviting children and their families to participate in the free event. It's an event that has been growing for the past decade and is getting a bigger turnout every year.
It's nice to see all the families come together and all the children, and it's nice.
Many organizations are invited to help volunteer for the event to help strengthen the bond between the community and the university. It's something many volunteers say is a feeling that can't be described, only felt.
It's a really good feeling to know that they don't have to just come up to you and say thank you. You can hear them while you're walking by how good this event is, how much they enjoy it, how much they appreciate it, and it really brings a really good feeling to us.
The Easter Extravaganza has become an event that many San Marcos families look forward to every year, and preparations for next year's event are already underway. For Bobcat Update, I'm Marco Enriquez. The Texas State tram system is the primary mode of transportation to and from the university for many students, but the recent construction on and around Texas State has left many students unhappy with its service.
I work right here at facilities, so I usually pick up the bus right here and take it all the way to Supple and then all the way back around because I have to park at Jowers, and it's really affected me. I have to leave about an hour early just to get to and from classes, and it takes me about an hour just to get home in the afternoon.
Much of the street construction directly affects one of the tram's major routes, Sesame Drive.
It takes so long, and like the bus, instead of like going like the usual route, they go through like a different route which takes much longer.
Many students are having to leave earlier than they're accustomed to just to make it to class on time.
They don't really spread out the buses, you know what I mean? Like, I take the Aquarina route and it goes, like the Aquarina bus would leave here and then another one would leave right after it. So if I miss one bus, I miss two buses essentially and have to wait for them both to get back.
Students are left to bear the burden of local traffic congestion and can only hope that the university tram system gets better soon. For Bobcat Update, I'm Marco Enriquez. More apartments are opening in the San Marcos area to accommodate Texas State students. Many students have already begun their search for next year's housing. Roommates need to be found, leases have to be signed, and deposits must be paid. In some cases, such commitments are being made before the apartments are even built. Price and location are often weighed in finding a suitable home. There's a high demand for apartments in San Marcos, which has prompted a lot of new construction. This fall, 5 new apartment complexes will be completed. A federal judge in Washington agreed this week to allow more time for Anheuser-Busch to revise its efforts to take over the Mexican brewers of Corona and Corona Light. Judge Richard Roberts put off any court proceedings until March 19th. Justice Department antitrust lawyers are trying to blow the takeover, saying the move would be anti-competitive and would harm consumers. Anheuser-Busch is the nation's #1 brewer with top-selling products such as Budweiser and Bud Light. The Corona brand is owned by Grupo Modelo, based in Mexico City.